Hey guys, it's LOZA. I wanted to make a video on the new Dark Magician support that just got leaked. Let's go over it real quick. The set is Battle of Chaos, and we've got the Fusion monster here, which is a new Dark Magician fusion made up of Dark Magician and a Chaos or Black Luster Ritual monster. My first thought on it, it's trash. We can't summon it. We're not playing a Chaos or Black Luster Ritual. I don't really know how we're going to summon this. Unless there's more cards in the set that help us summon this. Great, right now, my thoughts on this. Trash. Anyway, let's read it out. The effects are pretty good, to be honest. You can only use each effect of Master of Chaos once per turn. If it's fusion summon, target a light and dark in the grave, special summon them. So you've got a light and a dark now on the field along with it. Then you contribute a light and a dark. You control, banish all monsters your opponent controls. Cool, good effect. This fusion summon monster is destroyed by battle or card effect. Add a spell to your hand from graveyard. That's fine. It's nothing like Dragoon, and it requires a brick as well that we just have to have. There's no quick way to summon this like Red Eyes Fusion just yet. So for now, this card's garbage, so I wouldn't even acknowledge it for now. Another cute card. Not so much good, but it is hella cute. Look at that little Karibo boy. So he says, it's kind of a slow card. During the main or battle phase, when you take damage from a battle or card effect from your opponent, you can quick effect send this to special DM or DMG from your deck or graveyard. Super weird effect, right? It does have a recursion effect. If a face-up spellcaster destroyed by battle or card effect while Karibo's in your grave, you can add him back. Weird card. Some lists might try it at 1. I think it's just kind of garbage, though. Oh, that's my favorite card. We'll get to that later. It's really good. This is probably the second best card we've seen. I thought this was like Souls, but it sends from hand, so I'm a little sad. I thought it sent from deck, so I got a bit excited for nothing, but that's okay. It's still okay. So Timaeus the Combining Dragon. We can finally search Timaeus. Kappa Copium. Anyway, we can't search it yet anyway. You can send one spellcaster or spell trap that lists Dark Magician in its text from hand or field to grave. So my first thoughts are the best things you can send is like Soul Servant, but then you don't use the effect of Soul Servant. Like, I don't know. I can't think of anything else we really want to put in the grave. Navigation? Then we have to open it though with this. It's fucking so bad. Anyway, uh, so then this summons out if you send that DM card or spellcaster from hand. Sorry, it's Dark Magician Spell Trap or any spellcaster. So you could send your extra souls, your extra rods, and whatnot. So that part's okay. And then during the main phase, this card can fusion summon a fusion monster that lists a spellcaster. So it's like, yeah, it makes Dragoon, it makes Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, but right now, I'm not sold on it. Maybe there'll be more cards that make this better. Maybe we can search it. Maybe a link one. I hope that searches it or something. Or is Baby Timaeus? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the best card that got announced. It's your boy, Illusion of Chaos. That's just his name, Illusion of Chaos. Hopefully it gets a better name than that. Hopefully it's Dark Magician, but I don't think it will be. So I don't think we're ever going to Ritual Summon this card, so ignore Ritual Summoning it. You're going to reveal it in your hand, and you can add a Dark Magician or a monster that lists Dark Magician in its text. I did not mean to do that. But that means you can add Rod, you can add Souls, you can add any of the brick cards like Mana, Dark Magician, Go Mahad. I don't think you'd add them, but whatever you might want to. You add them from deck to hand, except the Ritual monster. Haha, don't play Rituals, please. That's very bad. Then place one card from your hand on top of your deck. So you could place this, or if you've got another dead card, you could place that there. Like, if you've got Navi or like Eternal Soul or like Soul Servant and you've got Circle in hand, well, you can obviously grab it back off Circle. So it's a great reason to just place that card right back there. If this is the shittest card in your hand, of course, you can just place this back and then you just activate it again next turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect, this is the on-field effect, which will probably never ever come up, but I'll read it out. When your opponent activates a monster effect, return this card to your hand if you do special summon DM from graveyard. And if you do negate that effect, that's kind of shit as well. It's only graveyard. Anyway, the first effect is phenomenal. This is a rotor for the deck, but it's better in my opinion because it's a rotor that is searched off of preparation of rites. And I mean, I know this isn't the official text, but so far it doesn't say once per turn, right? Maybe not. Anyway, we can search it off prep, which means we can play 6 copies of this in the deck. We could play Allure of Darkness. I know some builds do, but we could bring it back heavily now because we're going to have even more Dark Fodder in the deck. Secrets of Dark Magic isn't a ritual spell, so like we can't use pre-preparation of rites, or we can't add a ritual spell. Like we can't resolve the second effect of prep, which is yeah, you can add the level 7 ritual monster, and then you can add a ritual spell from graveyard to hand. So this doesn't count, unfortunately, because it's a quick play. So I don't know if we're going to play this card. Some people like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I'm just saying it doesn't really work with this card. Yeah, you can ritual summon this card using it, but you're just kind of going neg for no reason. I think this card's just better in the hand. 100% always better in the hand than the field. It's not even identifying as Dark Magician on the field, so like, why the fuck do you want to summon it? Anyway, it's level 7, that's kind of nice. Obviously, we can search it for this. The Dear Servant can send Herald of the Arclight to add this. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, I don't want to play Dogmatica, or you're thinking, oh, I can't go into the extra deck if I do that because Dogmatica locks me out. I'm here to tell you, don't worry about that dumb shit. If you are playing a Dark Magician control build where you don't necessarily need to go to the fusion stuff, cool. You can easily play the Nadir engine to get your Dark Magician engine going. But what's more important is, yeah, you can't extra deck the turn you use Nadir, but Nadir is going to set you up for your Dogmatica plays and protect you for that turn. And Herald is going to net you this, which is going to set you up for your Dark Magician plays on your next turn. Now, while that sounds kind of bad planning for the next turn, sometimes follow-up is important, especially if you've opened the nuts. Like, you can open a Dear Servant with like Solemn Judgments or strikes or punishments or skill drains like floodgates or heavy hand traps like Ash, Nibiru, Gamma, for example. If you open a deal with these, like, wow, you're going off. You're going off. Like, maybe you won't go off this turn, but remember, Dark Magician's normally very control based, so it might be fine. And I personally love the Dogmatica version. This is probably not the best play, but it's interesting that it is another way. Herald with Nadir is another way we can kind of start our Dark Magician engine now. The other way, of course, was Nadir Servant send Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, and then Soul Servant can draw you a card. What's interesting is, I guess Soul Servant can stack this card for us now. I haven't thought of any interactions with it yet, but surely we will think of something. I'm going to be labbing the fuck out of the new cards, and hopefully we get more, because this support is not that good. This is probably the only card that's relevant so far, at least 100% being played. Everything else is very weird and trash. Sorry. It's just not very good. Feel free to change my mind, though. Let's come up with some cool combos or techs. Let's figure something out, Dark Magician players. This is our time. This is hopefully going to be our set. Is it Dragoon 2 time? Let's just say no, because this card fucking sucks. Anyway, thanks, guys. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you come up with. If I come up with any combos or anything cool, any cool interactions, I'll definitely make a new video. Sorry, I'm very excited. Anyway, see you guys.